Hi YouTube, welcome to restoration of the Climax No.1 water pump. A few months ago I bought this, I bought it at the end of August last year. Then I did a video probably just before Christmas of it under the workbench in the garage of a future project. The last half an hour or so I've been out here and I've stripped the whole thing right down. Because I found a bloke which is going to do some cast iron welding for me. If I sit you down a minute, I'll turn this thing over, hang on. This is the main block of the water pump. As you can see, that's a foot piece identical to that piece. This will need re-welding here. All the bit is there. There's a little bit missing in there, so it'll probably be patched over with a bit of steel or something. So hopefully it can be welded on. You can see it's very thin casting on the edge here. Probably cracked there first and then just went and knocked it and split them right around. It hadn't happened when I had it. That's why I got the pump quite cheap really. I'd normally pump around this sort of the Climax No.1, normally in good sort of condition or running condition, normally about maybe 160 to 250, around that sort of price to pay for. This one was all bits. I only paid, I think it was about 40 quid for it. All the bearings in it are absolutely perfect compared to the Climax pump I had before of my granddad's. We had to have 2 new bearings made in the other one. So the bearings are really good in it. What else is there? Well, these bearings are good on it. There's no play in them at all. Make sure, because this plate here goes on the back of the pump, which is on this end here, it goes on. On the actual gear there's little teeth there, so make sure they sit in these little holes just above my finger there. On my last pump, obviously on my Manco No.2 pump, there's a bigger scale of this, so it's a bit more heavier trying to fit that on your own. Obviously didn't line it up right. When I clamped it, obviously broke this little sort of nipple of it off. So then it allowed the bearing on this side to work its way across, and when it was running it was jolting all at a horrible angle. So lucky enough I caught it in time before it beat my bearing out. It has made the bearing go a little bit egg shape, but it should be alright for that pump. In the end though, because obviously it sheared its little nipples off, on the back plate I drilled 2 holes, one each side there, and tapped it and put a little nut just to grip the brass bush, if you know what I mean, because this piece here is, goes on the back like that. So obviously your gear goes here where my fingers go up and down, comes through that area. Little oil sort of well in there. You've put for the hold the oil, put sheep's wool in it, lamb's wool, same as the top area. I got the cast iron cover, it covers this bit of the gear down my shed. I've painted it up for the other pump now, because this was going to be used for spares and repairs on the other one sort of things. Obviously it's missing as well. I've got half of that. The other half hasn't come with the deal when I bought it. It's missing, that is. And also one of these little cups. These little cups, if I sit you down again, these little cups go on at the bottom here, so one will go in there like that. It won't stay there for a minute, but you can see where it goes. That goes like that, and this piece has got like a little bit of a lump on it. That will lock into the dip of that cup, and there's a bolt comes through there, so I was missing that half, or whatever half, it doesn't matter what side they go to. So cut one out, a bit of steel, just put a bit of box tube along there. This is normally the back of the pump, you won't see anyway. Other bits missing on it. There's obviously pipe work, doesn't matter about that, make that all up. And the pulley is missing off the shaft off this end, but any pulley will fit it. Well, find one of the sort of size, but doesn't matter, it don't be the original one for it. I'm really surprised how well this pump has come apart, because these are your arms which go on the front here, where these this runs up and down on them. I've got 4 of these pumps, including this one. The other 3, they will not budge at all. These came apart very easily. I reckon someone's been on it before with a heat gun and took them off, because all the bolts came off it very easily. There's no tight bolts on it at all. So like I said, it took me half an hour to strip the whole thing down. So someone's had that part before. Pressure dome is there. There's no cracks in that. The cups seem to be alright. Once I take them off and soak them in a bit of oil, linseed oil, should puff them up a bit again. They should be alright to go again. I've never seen on these pumps before here, because I always said this little brass bit, your glam packing goes in there. I always keep meaning to drill a hole for mine, because you can oil it or grease it easier. But this one I bought, it's got a little greaser on it already. But I've never seen one on it before. Little tiny greaser, little tiny one, see? But I haven't stripped that assembly down yet. That will be stripped when I paint it. I will paint the pump. I'll paint it the same green as my Wolsey over there probably. Or I did think of painting it a sort of a 2-tone blue, just to make it a little bit different. The other one we painted in a Rover metallic red or something it was. It's quite a nice purpley sort of colour on that. But the engineering on these things are really nice. For a water pump, you can see, trying to work out what way it goes now. This goes through there, which goes through in that section there. That dip there, or the raised area, goes in through that hole there, and then you bolt your back plate onto the end there. So it's very cleverly done, because my other pumps, the Climax, I think someone's done it years ago, never put the original ones back in. The Manco No.2 pump never came with nuts and bolts. That was all in a big pile of pieces, scattered everywhere. That was that pump. I'm still missing cool original bits in it, but it is working, that pump. So I thought I'll do a video. I don't know when the next update will be on it. Probably once I get that bit welded in, and then probably start stripping down the next video. Get some paint strip on it soon. Or I might try my sandblasting gun. I haven't tried that yet, so we'll have a go at that. Got the original top covers. They go on top of the casing here, and one goes over that side. Your pressure dome obviously goes there, and these arms run down the side like that, so when it goes, well, it goes like that, doesn't it? Something like that. Don't matter what way they go around, they go anyway. Just keep the greases up top. I've had a pump a few months back, Lister H1, the oil holes a bit at the top. Whoever stripped it down before and put it back together, the little oil holes are at the bottom, so no one ever oiled them. But lucky enough, the bearings are fine in that pump. New gaskets need making, obviously. I got my valves in it. Oh, one's coming out. I'll bring that up if it's going to move. I didn't expect it to come out that easy. I haven't tried them yet. I don't know what the cups are like. I might have to get a set of new ones. We did have a set of new ones in the other pump, which made a lot of difference to it. They're quite expensive to buy, the cup, the rubber seals, but it looks okay. I'll put my hand in there. Oh, very nice condition. Oh wow. I've never seen the original ones like that before. So I see a washer. You see that cup? Look, nice grooves on it. I've never seen them like that before. Really never seen them like that before. Because the Manco No.2 pump, that was all when truly parish they were. And, well, there wasn't nothing left of them, and I couldn't see anything like that on them. I will take them out before the welding gets done on it, because obviously the heat of the welder might affect them, damage them. I don't really want to damage them. I'll take them out, put them some linseed oil, so it should be alright. That's really a lot I can really say. Well, the rod's fine and it's not all scuffed up. My Manco No.2 pump, when I got it, the rod had a slight kink in it. That's inch diameter on the Manco No.2 pumps, or any Climax No.2 pump as well as saying. There's a lot of scoring on my other one, so I had to have a new rod made. These are all smashed up, the cast iron cups on the end, they're all smashed up on the pump I had. So I had the whole lot made. The ends all made up, a new rod all turned up, the bolts put on the end properly, all done. It cost me 150 quid. The time I had bought the bar, the bloke turned it all up for me. made the cup ends for me, and then the leather cups, they about 55 quid they were for two, and that's for the Manco No.2 pump. That's, I think that's a 3.5 inch bore, I think, on them. I'm not too sure now. I think this is a 2.5 inch on these. But I think their cups are about 35 quid or something for these cups, so it ain't that dear. These leather sort of pads in there, first pump, I think they were around about 14-15 quid. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. So really all the tools you need to take it apart: a pair of pliers, put the split pins on your arms, screwdriver to tap them out, little punch to push them out, set for pipe grips, adjustable spanner, a couple hammers, and you're away. Really, I could have done my, if it was all seized up, you would need WD-40 and a decent socket set to take it apart, but the nuts are like all done up tight and just give that sort of one lever with a spanner type sort of thing, so it'll come out very easily. So that's a lot I can really say for this video at the minute. I will make another one once it's probably casted, or even those bits might be all sanded down. It'll be a day or two yet. I'm going away this weekend, and then I'll be back again and then sort out my shed. I've got to do video parts soon. I'm going to rearrange all the workbenches in there. Totally different design what I originally planned to do. So keep keep viewing those videos. You see them come up. So thank you for everyone watching my videos, and I shall see you again. Cheers, good night. You can't.